welcome to Polish with Ray. I'm Rachel and today I'm going to be sharing with you a nail polish haul. Before we get started, go ahead and give this video a thumbs up if you're looking forward to seeing what polishes I've been grabbing lately, and if you're not already subscribed, I hope you'll think about it. So, although I have been very busy over the past couple months, that has not stopped me from shopping lots and lots of nail polish. I feel like I've accumulated a good enough amount of polishes to go ahead and do a haul, so I decided to do it now. Some of these are shades that I'd really like to get on my nails this spring, and I try not to wear polishes until I've shared them on my channel on a haul video. We've got a good mix of mainstream and indie polishes to look at. I've just picked them up all over the place. Polish Pickup. I think there's some hella handmade creations, some stuff I found at TJ Maxx or Marshall's, some stuff that I found on, Orly's website, lots and lots of different polishes. So we're just gonna take a look at bottle shots, and I'm gonna tell you a little bit about what I've purchased and why. So really quickly, I did want to tell you what I have on my nails. It has grown out quite a bit because I've worn this mani for, are you ready? 5 days. Yup. Can we appreciate the fact that there's no chipping or tip wear? Thank you, thank you. I am wearing a polish from Scofflaw nail varnish. It's called the Chia Pet Conspiracy, and it's a gorgeous, springy green with some green holographic glitters. It's marvelous. And in case you were wondering what the combo was that got me this long-lasting manicure, I topped it with Glisten & Glow's Glitter Grabber and then with Polish for Days Crystalline Top Coat. So we're going to take a look at the polishes that I've purchased since January, which is wild. All of these I've purchased in 2023, or they've been gifted to me, and I guess I feel like I've shown a good amount of restraint considering it's been almost 4 months. I do have a lot to show you, but a good amount of it has been gifted. Yeah, so let's take a look. So I only purchased from PPU once so far this year, and it was in February. The first polish that I grabbed was Sweet and Sour Lacquers. What Are You Doing in My Swamp? This was the movie quotes month. This one was inspired by Shrek, and I like Shrek. I don't love Shrek, but for some reason the swatches of this polish just got me. The shift from gold to green. This one would have been gorgeous for St. Patty's. I'm really eager to get it on my nails though, because most of the swatches I've seen from people who also purchased this showed a gold polish. They said the green didn't really come through on the nail, so I'm really curious about that. And then another one I grabbed that month is from Polish. It's called There's No Place Like Home, obviously inspired by The Wizard of Oz. This one I think is supposed to represent Dorothy's ruby slippers. It's a brilliant, bright, almost neon-y red with large particle shimmer that shifts red to copper to gold. I did not purchase Wildflower Lacquer Christmas Scored, and I've been regretting that. So I thought this one might kind of fill that void for me. And then I also shopped Hella Handmade Creations in February. This one is from Great Lakes Lacquer, and it's called Getting Jiggy With It. This was the reason I purchased from HHC this month. I had to get my hands on this gorgeous polish because Great Lakes Lacquer does some amazing flakies, but their shimmers are ridiculous too. This one has a mid-toned kind of dark cornflower blue base with shimmer that shifts red to gold to copper. It is very, very intense and super glowy, and I could not live without this polish. I think I might add it to my spring rack. And I couldn't let that Great Lakes Lacquer travel alone, so I also got this cupcake polish called Hey Now, Hey Now. This was starting, I think, a Lizzie McGuire theme, which I'm all about, and it's a gorgeous green apple green. That's all I can think of when I see this color. And it's packed with holographic micro flakies. When I grabbed the cupcake polish, I said that I was afraid it was going to be really close to a green I had from Picture Polish by Klauser's collaboration with them called Selena. But as you can see, they're really different. This one has more of a creamy base and the holographic flakes are more sparse. This one's got more of a jelly base and it's more packed with those hollow flakies. This one's also a lot less saturated and a little bit more yellow leaning than the bright and beautiful cupcake polish. Both are gorgeous and I'm glad to have them in my collection. I only purchased one from Bees Knees Lacquer's Respawn-A-Palooza. This is the one that I got. It's called Girin. I don't know that I'm saying that right. I'm probably not. And it's actually not one that I had my eye on or anything. I just went to the site and saw it was available and was like, well, it's pretty and I want to support Sarah, so I'm gonna get that. I love this kind of turquoisey aqua base color. I'm really drawn to it, especially this time of year, and the shimmer shifts red to copper to gold. Wow, we've seen a lot of that in my haul so far. But yeah, this combination of colors is just really beautiful. All the contrast, I could not resist. It didn't look that sheer in the swatches that I saw, so I'm curious to see if it is a little bit more sheer on my nails. This is another one I could see myself adding to my spring rack. I shopped the Emily DeMolly site recently, around Valentine's Day, I think, and grabbed this new release called Dear Diary. It is a really bright pink. I would say on my screen, it's coming up color accurate. It's like a neon pink base with shimmer that shifts pink to purple to blue. This one, of course, would have been fabulous on Valentine's Day, but I know I'm going to wear it in the summertime. If I can wait that long, I might have to wear it this spring. It's so fun and just like very happy. And this is one I've been eyeing from the Emily DeMolly site for a while. It's called Never Stood a Chance. This one has a brown base, which you can not really tell because it's so packed with so many things, but it has a brown base. You can kind of see it on the side. It's got shimmer that shifts blue to purple and then lots and lots of holographic glitter. I don't know what it was about this polish that spoke to me so much, but when it released last year, I knew I had to have it. I was afraid it was going to sell out and then not make its way back to the site for a long time, and I didn't want to just buy this alone. And this was the only thing on the Emily DeMolly site that I was like, I have to have that. So I waited and waited until there was something else I wanted. And then when Dear Diary became available, I was like, okay, that's a sign. I'm going to get both of these. And then Nailed It did a big restock of some popular shades on their site. I did grab a few from this collection. Honestly, I could have grabbed all of them, but I was trying to be, you know, responsible. But I did grab a few from the Taste the Rainbow collection. This one's called Blueberry-licious, and it is a really pretty, like, bright sky blue with so many iridescent flakies. I have so many Nailed It nail polishes in this finish, at least 10, which isn't that many, but for a brand that, I don't know, I don't feel like I shop that often. I am just wild about this finish from them. They do these flaky pack polishes so well. They apply really smooth. They don't take too long to dry down, and they create full coverage on the nail in 3 coats because there's just so many dang flakies in there. And the other one I got from that Taste the Rainbow collection is called Strawberried Treasure, which is such a cute little name. This one is actually like a bright red leaning orange, and it has a bunch of iridescent flakies that look pretty gold in the bottle. Yeah, I really can't resist this finish. And then I was feeling froggy, so I did purchase one of their Moonbeam mystery bags, and it contained these 2 polishes. This one is called Lunar, and it's a really soft grayed out blue base with shimmer that shifts gold to green to blue and holographic flakes. It actually reminded me a little bit of one of the polishes that I put on my spring rack called Slumber Party, but you can see that the base colors are super different. This one's much more purple and this one is more blue, but I'll say in person they look a little bit more similar than they're showing up on camera. This one leans a little bit more periwinkle instead of purple in real life. And the shimmers are pretty close, but this one has the additional holographic flakes. They're different enough for me to justify keeping both, but if I don't love one of them, I'll probably de-stash that one. And then the other one in that mystery bag is called Apogee. It has a really dark base. I think it's purple, like a dark violet purple with gorgeous shifting flakes from pink to gold to green. I wasn't super excited about this polish. This is Apogee when I got it because I was like, don't I have some Nailed It's kind of similar to that? And I guess I kind of do. This one is called Turnip Head, and this one's called Sunset Sparkle. This was the For the Love of Polish box, and this was from the Howl's Moving Castle collection. They're not the same. Of course, they're not the same, but I feel like if you put these two together, you'd get this. And I've said before, I don't wear purple all that often, so I don't know that I need 3 of this. I've worn Sunset Sparkle though and loved it. I know I'm gonna love both of these. I just question if I need all 3, but we'll see. I also made a purchase to Painted Polish. I have never purchased from the Painted Polish site before, but I go there frequently. Their releases really intrigue me, but I just don't know why. I've never pulled the plug. I also purchased from Painted Polish this past month. I had to shop a few of their releases, and this was my first time purchasing from their site. I don't know why. I go to their site all the time and I fill up my cart, but I just never check out. I'm like that sometimes with new to me brands. And I will say I have a couple Painted Polishes. I've gotten one from PPU, and then the other one came out in a Fandom Flakies box, and I liked both of them, but yeah, just hadn't purchased from the site. So this first one is called Slime All Yours, and this came out, this came out a while ago. I was thinking it was part of the like gilded St. Patrick's Day collection, but this one actually was already listed on the site, but I thought it was really interesting, so I grabbed this instead of one of the ones that I wanted from the more recent release. But basically it's a very warm yellow leaning green, very slimy, and it's got some copper flakes. I've been really into greens lately, probably because of St. Patrick's Day. In fact, if you love green too, I participated in some of Kazubier Girls, Stacy, and Mediocre Manny's, Hillary's hashtag on Instagram, A Month of Greens. And so I've worn green all month, so you'll see a lot of those in my What I Wore in March video. But anyway, I've been loving greens, so I decided I wanted to grab this one. I don't have any slimy greens with this kind of crelly, flaky finish, so I thought it'd be fun, and I like it. And I realized when I was pulling polishes to wear for March, I don't have that many like true grassy greens. So I was very drawn in by this recent release. It's called Gilded Clover. This did come out in the St. Patrick's Day collection from Painted Polish this year. And it's like a grass green with those gold flakes. I know this polish finish from Painted Polish is very popular, so I didn't hesitate to grab a couple of these. I also grabbed this one from Painted Polish. It's called Relationship Goals. And it is a really beautiful, like muted raspberry pink. It's coming off a little bit brighter on camera than it is in person, which is interesting. And it has these black flakies. This one I saw in Caitlin Swatches video, and it reminded me of raspberry chocolate chip ice cream, and I had to have it. It's just so cute, and I thought it'd be bright and pretty for summer, but it's actually a little bit more muted in person, so I might save it for fall. And then the last one that I grabbed was this really cute patriotic crelly from Painted Polish called Miss Independence. I'd been eyeing this one for a while because I've heard wonderful things about Painted Polish's white crellies. I've been loving wearing them, and I can always use a good festive crelly. They're so great for Skittles. I also shopped a D-stash in January, or maybe it was February, and purchased a few things that I'd kind of had regrets about not grabbing. This first one's from EDK and Smaltez de Kelly, or Phoenix Polish as they're known now, and this one is America Yes. This one came out in June 2021 Polish Pickup, and I remember it releasing and thinking, oh my goodness, that's beautiful, but I never wear magnetics. Now I'm trying to wear them a little bit more, and I had regrets about not getting this. I thought it was a really cool combination of colors. So magnetized, oh my goodness, it's even more special than I remember. It's got like a multi-chrome base that shifts blue to purple, and then these gorgeous red flakies and a magnetic line that looks like green to blue. I feel like I see some gold on the edges of the bottle. It just got a lot of colors, and I don't think it really reminds me of America, but I do think it's amazing. Another one I've been really wanting for a long time. I wanted it when it released. I didn't get it. It came back to the site for like a respawn or overpour or something, and I missed it then, and I finally got my hands on it, and this D-stash is from Zombie Claw, my first Zombie Claw, and it's called Snow Leopard Cuddles. This one came out in 2021's charity box, and it has a soft gray base iridescent pastel flakies and black flakies, as well as multi-chrome flakies. It's got a lot of different kinds of flakies. Yeah, this one I don't know what it is, but I think it's all the combination of the different kinds of flakes. It's so interesting. I've been wanting to try Zombie Claw for a long time, and my friend Carolina, I'm pretty sure she got this polish, and I was so jealous. So I'm glad I have it now too. And then I did grab this one from the D-Stash as well. This is the third and last one I got from the D-Stash. It is from Ethereal Lacquer, and it's called Moon Kingdom. This one was a mystery shade that released in November of 2021. If you've been watching my videos recently, you know I've been on the hunt for a gorgeous pink polish with a gold flash, and so I'm hoping this is going to do that for me. I think it's probably going to be pretty sheer because of the way it looks in the bottle and just how ethereal lacquers tend to behave, but it is so pretty. If I'm able to get the effect I want with it layered on top of something, hey, I'll take it. It's got a really pretty mid-toned pink base and then shimmer that shifts gold to green to blue, but gold is the color I see most, and gosh, it's so glowy. I've also gotten a couple of the Stella Chroma monthly mystery polishes in the mail. If you're not familiar with that subscription box, I will link the info for it down below. But this was January's monthly mystery, and I don't know, I'm feeling conflicted. It's got a really dusty mauve-y pink base. It's very cool toned. It's got multi-chrome flakes, holographic flakes, and maybe a subtle gold shimmer, which, I mean, I was just talking about wanting. But I don't know about this polish. Unfortunately, this is not a shade of pink that I really enjoy wearing. I just don't feel like it looks that great on my skin tone. It doesn't look bad, but I just don't feel like it's super flattering. I usually like pinks with a little bit more white in them or that are a little bit more intense, but I might give it a try. We'll see. It could end up in the D-Stash too. And then I got February's monthly mystery last month, and oh my goodness, it totally made up for the fact that I was not absolutely crazy for January's offering. Even though I just got done saying I'm not crazy about purple, this one is just too pretty to pass up. It's a really intense, vibrant royal purple base. It has shimmer that shifts blue to green, and it's large particles, so it is just very sparkly, and it's got holographic flakes. You all, this one is perfection. I cannot wait to put this on my nails. It's not springy, but I might have to wear it sooner rather than later because I just don't know if I can hold off. It's so gorgeous. And then one of my amazing subscribers sent me a bunch of atomic polishes. I wore a atomic polish and atomic polish in December and fell head over heels. I was like, where has this brand been all my life? I love this polish. It's so gorgeous. And one of my subscribers said she was de-stashing a bunch of them and asked if I wanted them, and I was like, yes, of course. And she sent them to me, and I am just so grateful. So to that subscriber, thank you so much. You know who you are. It is just so incredibly thoughtful, and they are gorgeous, and I will treasure them forever. So I did want to share those with you. This one is from Atomic Polish, and it's called Spooky Season. It came out in September 2021's Polish Pickup. This one is a really pretty multi-chrome. It shifts blue to purple to pink, which is all the way up my alley. And I see some pretty like gold on the side there too. It's really intense. There are actually quite a few shades in this next little bit that kind of remind me of each other, so I did swatch them on a swatch wheel so I can kind of do an impromptu comparison. So we'll take a look at that in a second, but this one's Spooky Season. The next one, a few of the polishes had a little bit of a spill on them, so I couldn't read the labels, but this one I think says something. It says something about I'm just blue myself. Not sure, I need to look it up, but it has a really pretty multi-chrome base as well, and it shifts blue to purple to pink and has holographic in there, as well as maybe some micro flakies. It's really, really pretty. This one came from the Polished Gamers box, and it's called My Boy Thor. It released in December of 2021. This one also has a multi-chrome base. It made me chuckle when I opened this because I was like, yeah, this person has a type for sure. They obviously really enjoy these dark, vampy, shifty polishes, which I don't blame them. They're gorgeous. But this one shifts. It looks like purple. It's got a gold flash to it. I see some green in there, and then maybe some red microflakes and holographic. This next one was released in Hella Handmade Creations for December 2021. I can't read the label for this one. Oh, I can kind of read it on camera. It says, "Here's some money, go see a Star War." This one is a brighter purple base with a gold flash and some scattered holographic. It's really, really beautiful. And then the last one, kind of in this dark, vampy, shifty family, came out in October 2021 Polished Gamers box. I'm not sure of the name for this one, but it has a really pretty purple base too, and then a gold flash and some holographic. So you may have thought that those polishes all looked the same in the bottle. I did. I'm gonna be honest, I was like, this person really liked this kind of polish with the shift. They couldn't be more different on the nail. Here are the 5 together. I mean, they look nothing alike, which is wild. So this is the spooky season from the September 2021 PPU. The next one is I'm Just Blue, right here. Very blue and lighter than I thought. The dark blue in the middle is My Boy Thor. The brighter purple is Here's Some Money, Go See a Star War. And then that purple at the end is the October 2021 Polished Gamers box. And she actually sent a few more. Those were just the ones that looked kind of similar. This one released at the Polish and Dreams Expo in 2022. It has like a seafoamy green base with a gorgeous purple flash that's not wanting to pick up hardly at all on camera, but it is so stunning. She also gifted me this gorgeous atomic polish from August 2021 Polish Pickup called Violet Flame. It is a bright, incredible purple with a gorgeous gold flash. This is the kind of purple I usually gravitate towards. I don't have many of this color and I love it. This one I believe released on the Atomic Polish site based on the name. It's called Florovium. And they have all of these different elemental polishes on their website, but it is a really vibrant, like neon coral with shimmer that shifts copper to pink. It's so fun. This one, of course, I love because it's a neon pink, and if I'm gonna wear neon anything, it's gonna be pink. And it's appropriately named. This one is NE or Pastel Neon Melon. It is like a bright, vibrant, warm-toned pink cream. And then the other gorgeous neon she sent is Pastel Neon Hot Pink. Actually, I'm thinking NE was maybe the collection name. It was just a bunch of pastel neons. And that was the melon shade, and this one's the hot pink shade. But yeah, it's a gorgeous, more cool-toned hot pink. So here's melon, and then here's the hot pink. And then she sent this one too, which was a total surprise. This one comes from Anchor and Heart Lacquer, and it's called Had Me at Jello Shots. It released in June of 2020 Polish Pickup. It has a silver linear holographic base and all of these really wild, fun, colorful glitters in pink, green, and yeah, this one I have nothing like. And then this next shade I kind of got on accident. It was listed on Amazon as a different polish, and this one came in the mail and I was like, oh, well, I don't have that one, and it does look very pretty, so I'll keep it. This one's Zoya's Walker. This one is a really pretty purple leaning mid-tone blue, just a little bit of purple though. I would say it's like a really blue leaning, wow, I was gonna say a blue leaning periwinkle, but I feel like it's a little bit too blue for that, honestly. And it's a cream polish. I've heard good things about this one. It wasn't the one I wanted, but hey. And then a sweet friend gifted me these 3 gorgeous red Zoyas. It was a total surprise. This first one is called Marjorie, and it has a deep red base with really large particle shimmer. It shifts red to gold, like a pinky red to gold. The other shimmery shade is a large particle gold shimmer polish with a pinky but pretty warm red base. I feel like it's coming off a little bit more ketchup-y on camera than it is in real life. And then the third one she sent is a super smooth metallic red called Isla, and it's like a mid-toned red. This one, when I saw it, I was like, oh, how come I don't already have that? So here are those three reds, so you can see them. This one's Marjorie, this one's Riva, and this one is, what is it called again? Isla. All three so beautiful and a lot more different than I was expecting. Then I did grab a few OPI shades from Marshall's when I went. They were $5. I couldn't say no. This one is Snow Holding Back. I think this one came out in this year's winter collection. Correct me if I'm wrong, but it's like a white base with a gold shimmer. I've been loving a gold shimmer lately. I don't remember particularly loving this one in people's reviews, but just, I don't know what it is. Gold shimmer has just been my thing for the past few months. I also found OPI Bare My Soul. I need another nude jelly polish. Like I need, you know, I don't need this. That's my point. I have a lot of sheer nude jellies, but I've heard Timberland from Pampered Polishes talk about this one so much that I had to get my hands on it, and it does seem to be a really pretty base color, like not too warm, not too cool, really gorgeous. And then the other shade I got from Marshall's that day is this incredible blue. It's called Yoga to Get This Blue. Yoga to Get This Blue. Like, you gotta get this blue. And I did have to get it. It's really pretty, even though I just got done saying don't really like dark blues. I don't need them because I don't wear them that often. But this one, the swatches I've seen have been magnificent. So I think I just need to come around on dark blues. I'm just gonna keep buying them until I like them. That's healthy, right? Just a few more. I did purchase this polish I think on Amazon. I purchased a few Essies. This first one's called All Dolled Up. This one released actually in a Christmas collection, I think 2 years ago. Not this past winter. Not the one before, but maybe the one before. It could have been the year before last. I don't know. But basically I saw a picture of me from a few years back with a pedicure color that was so beautiful. It like grabbed my attention immediately, and it was this gorgeous, bright, cool-toned pink. It wasn't quite a neon, but it was very bright and saturated. And I was hoping this Essie would kind of make, you know, again, fill that void. It seems to be a recurring theme. It's not quite the color I was looking for. It's a little bit more muted, and I would even say it looks more intense on camera than it does in the bottle. In the bottle, it's kind of reminded me a little bit of oh, what's it called? Okay, I was gonna say it reminds me a little bit of Splash of Grenadine, but seeing them together, I can see Splash of Grenadine is much more purple. But All Dolled Up is definitely a pink. It's not a purple, but it's a little bit more muted than what I was expecting. So if you have a gorgeous bright pink in mind, a cream that you really like, let me know what it is down in the comments. I'm looking for something cool toned and saturated and bright and fun for a summer pedicure. I also decided to grab this Essie on Amazon because it was just sticking in my mind. This one is Licensed to Thrill. This is the one that released in this year's Valentine's Day collection. This polish, I feel like a lot of people who reviewed this collection raved about this one. It is an almost navy blue. It's just, I would say it's navy, but it's definitely light for navy. I don't have many cream polishes in this shade. Dark blue isn't a polish color that I really gravitate towards. I have a few dark blue creams. I'm thinking Zoya Sailor, which is a little bit more grayed out than this. And then I have a few true navies, really dark blue cream polishes that almost look black. What I like about this navy blue is it's obviously blue. So the formula looked great. I'm excited to try this one. So I also purchased a few from Orly, from the Orly site. This might have been my first time purchasing from the Orly site. I think I usually purchase from Beyond Polish, but there were quite a few Orlys I was wanting. I think they were having a sale, so I was inclined to grab some. This first purchase is Elysian Fields. I can thank Hillary from Mediocre Mayonnaise for this one. On camera, it's coming off very brown. In person, it is definitely like a brown leaning green, but it's a green. I'm not sure why it looks so brown, although the color on the screen is kind of cool. But yeah, I had to get this one. It's not a Rachel polish at all, but I felt like I was missing out, so I got it. Another one I've been wanting for a really long time is Orly's Vintage. This one is a cult classic. I feel like a lot of people love this shade, so again, I needed it. And same situation with Orly's. It's Brittany Beach. Everybody talks about this one. I didn't have it, so I needed it. It is really beautiful in person, I'll say that. I have a few bright blue creams, but none like this. This is really remarkable. Another one that Mediocre Mayonnaise convinced me to grab is Orly's Beautifully Bizarre. And I've got to say, this one is so pretty. I think I might get it as a gift for my sister. Because this polish seems like something she'd really like. It's such a pretty cool toned pink base, and then I really like the shimmer in here shifting from green to blue. If you slapped an indie label on this, I wouldn't bat an eye. It's really pretty, and I feel like we don't see enough finishes like this from mainstream brands, so happy to have it in my collection. And then I think this was the reason why I jumped on that sale. I really wanted this polish from Orly. It came out in their Valentine's Day collection. It's called Sup. Sup. And it is a pink jelly base with holographic glitter. This actually reminds me a little bit of a Starly polish I just wore in February. Starly High Maintenance, but this one I know has a much squishier, sheerer jelly finish. So pretty though. And then these last two were a random duo, kind of two duos that my husband picked up for me at Walmart. He said, they have some nail polish on the clearance rack. Do you want it? And I was like, sure. And he came home with this, and I'm not mad. I am not at all familiar with this brand though, so let me know if you are. It's called LBK. Interestingly, each of these came in their own little duo boxes. So there were 2 polishes in this box and 2 polishes in this box, and they were the same color. Isn't that weird? So this pink is called Strong Hildy. Interesting. But there were 2 Strong Hildys boxed together and being sold together. I just think that's kind of weird. And then the blue is called, it's called Jamie's Jetem. So there were 2 of that boxed together, and so he got me both of them, and I had 2 of the same polishes and 4 altogether, but each had a twin, you know what I'm saying. So I gave the matching sets away because I don't need 2 of this or 2 of this. I just think that's weird. But anyway, they do look pretty. Let's look at the brush. Not amazing. Yeah, but it does look, you know, pretty pigmented, so we'll have to see. I'm interested to try it. So those are all the polishes that I have purchased in the past few months. Let me know down in the comments if you picked up any of these, if you already had some of them in your collection. Some of them are like long-standing favorites of so many people. I can't believe it took me so long to get my hands on them. Let me know what you think I should wear first. Hopefully you enjoyed this video today. I certainly enjoyed sharing it with you. Don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Bye!